The impossible just happened. Jade Cargill, the woman they said was untouchable, the woman who dominated like no one else, just claimed her second championship in the most brutal, jaw-dropping display of power we've seen in years. But here's the thing that's got everyone talking, here's what nobody saw coming: this wasn't supposed to be her moment. This wasn't supposed to be her night. And the way she took that title? Absolute carnage. Pure, unfiltered destruction. By the time this video ends, you're going to witness something that will be talked about for decades. This is history being written in blood, sweat, and tears, and Jade Cargill just proved why she's not just a champion, she's a force of nature. But before we get into this absolute chaos, I need something from you. I need you to understand that what we're building here at SLAMZONE isn't just a channel, it's a family. A community of people who live and breathe wrestling, who get chills when the music hits, who jump off their couches when someone kicks out at 2. If that's you, if you feel that fire in your chest when something legendary happens, then I'm asking you from the bottom of my heart, hit that subscribe button right now. Smash that notification bell. Because we're here every single week breaking down the moments that matter, the moments that make you believe in wrestling again. Drop a comment below and tell me if you think Jade Cargill is the most dominant force in wrestling today. Let's build this thing together. Now, let's get into this madness. The arena is packed wall to wall. The energy is electric, crackling through the air like lightning about to strike. You can hear the rumble of 20,000 people on their feet, anticipating something special. The championship match is set. Jade Cargill, the challenger, stands in one corner, 6 feet of sculpted muscle, eyes locked with killer intensity, her presence so commanding that even the hardest veterans feel a chill when she stares them down. She's already a champion, already proven herself as one of the most dominant women to ever step through those ropes. But tonight she wants more. She needs more. Across the ring stands the current champion, a warrior in her own right. Someone who's held that title through blood feuds, brutal wars, and career-defining moments. The belt is draped over her shoulder, and she's staring back at Jade with equal intensity. This isn't just about gold. This is about pride. This is about legacy. This is about who's willing to go further, push harder, sacrifice more to prove they belong at the top of the mountain. The referee holds the championship high above his head. The crowd explodes. Flash bulbs pop like fireworks. The bell rings, and immediately, these two women collide in the center of the ring like freight trains meeting head-on. No feeling out process. No cautious opening exchanges. This is war from the first second, and you can feel the impact of every single strike echoing through that building. Jade throws a forearm that sounds like a gunshot. The champion fires back with one of her own. They're trading bombs, neither woman willing to give an inch, neither woman showing any sign of backing down. The crowd is losing their minds, chanting back and forth, the noise building and building until it's almost deafening. Jade muscles the champion into the corner and unleashes a series of shoulder thrusts that drive the air from her opponent's lungs. You can see the pain on the champion's face, but there's something else there too: defiance. She shoves Jade back and comes roaring out of the corner with a clothesline that would decapitate most people. But Jade doesn't go down. She stumbles, sure, but she plants her feet and comes right back with a pump kick that catches the champion square in the jaw. The champion's head snaps back, and for the first time, you see doubt flash across her face. Jade Cargill is different. Jade Cargill is built different. And everyone in that arena is starting to realize that this might not be the champion's night after all. The champion rolls to the outside to gather herself, but Jade isn't interested in giving her any breathing room. She slides out after her, and what happens next is pure brutality. Jade grabs the champion by the hair, drags her to her feet, and launches her shoulder first into the steel steps. The sound is sickening. The steps actually move from the impact, and the champion crumples to the floor, clutching her shoulder in agony. The referee is yelling at Jade to bring it back inside, but Jade's in a zone now. She's not hearing anything except the roar of the crowd and the voice in her head telling her to destroy. She rolls the champion back into the ring and goes for a cover. The referee drops down. 1, 2, kick out. The champion's shoulder shoots off the mat at the last possible millisecond, and the crowd erupts. Jade doesn't show frustration. She doesn't waste energy arguing with the referee. She just gets back to work, pulling the champion up and hoisting her onto her shoulders for her signature Jaded finish. The crowd is on their feet. This could be it. This could be the moment. But the champion slips out. She slides down Jade's back and shoves her into the ropes. Jade bounces back, and the champion catches her with a desperation superkick that connects flush. Jade staggers but doesn't fall. The champion hits the ropes and comes flying in with a diving forearm that finally takes Jade off her feet. Now the momentum has shifted, and you can feel the energy in the building change. The champion feeds off it, rising to her feet with renewed fire in her eyes. She drags Jade up and hits a snap suplex that rattles the ring. Floats over for the cover. 1, 2. Jade powers out, throwing the champion off her with such force that she flies halfway across the ring. The champion can't believe it. She thought she had it. She thought she'd weathered the storm and was taking control. But Jade Cargill isn't human. Jade Cargill doesn't stay down. And the look on the champion's face says she's starting to realize she might be in over her head. Both women are back on their feet now, circling each other, breathing hard, bodies battered but spirits unbroken. The crowd is at a fever pitch, torn between both competitors, chanting "This is awesome," over and over. Because it is awesome. This is what wrestling is supposed to be. Two elite athletes leaving everything they have in that ring, pushing each other to the absolute limit, showing the world why they deserve to be called champions. The champion charges in, looking for a running knee, but Jade catches her in midair and transitions into a spine buster that shakes the entire ring. The impact is devastating, and the champion arches her back in pain. Jade doesn't hesitate. She pulls the champion back up, hooks her, and this time she hits Jaded with picture-perfect execution. The champion is planted into the mat with authority. Jade hooks both legs. The referee slides into position. The crowd is counting along. 1, 2, 3, but wait. The referee stops. He's waving it off. The champion's foot was under the bottom rope. The place goes absolutely insane. Some fans are screaming that it's over, others are pointing at the rope break, and Jade looks at the referee with an expression that could melt steel. She can't believe it. She knows she had it. She knows that should have been the 3 count that changed everything. Halfway through this absolute war, I need you to do something for me real quick. If you're invested in this story, if you're feeling what I'm feeling, then hit that like button right now. Subscribe to SLAMZONE and join the family. We do this every single week, breaking down the most incredible moments, the most shocking twists, the matches that remind us why we love this business. Turn on those notifications, drop a comment telling me who you think is walking out with that championship, and let's keep this energy going, because what happens next is going to blow your mind. Jade drags the champion away from the ropes, fury and determination written all over her face. She's not going to let anything stop her now. Not a rope break, not the referee, not even the champion herself. She pulls her up one more time, but the champion has just enough left in the tank to fire off a series of elbows to Jade's midsection, creating separation. The champion hits the ropes, comes back with a running knee that connects, and Jade drops to one knee. The champion sees her opening and goes to the top rope. High risk, but potentially high reward. She leaps off with a diving crossbody, but Jade catches her out of midair. The strength, the power, it's inhuman. Jade adjusts her grip and transitions into a fallaway slam that sends the champion crashing across the ring. The champion is hurt. You can see it in every move she makes. She's running on pure heart now, on instinct and muscle memory, because her body is breaking down. But she won't quit. Champions don't quit. They fight until there's nothing left. Both women struggle to their feet at the same time. They meet in the center of the ring, and it's like watching two warriors from ancient battlefields, battered and bloody but refusing to surrender. They start throwing hands again, stiff shots that echo through the arena. The champion rocks Jade with a right hand. Jade fires back with a forearm. Back and forth, until finally Jade blocks one of the champion's strikes and unleashes a brutal pump kick that catches her right under the chin. The champion goes down hard. Jade signals to the crowd. They know what's coming. She pulls the champion up, hooks her one more time, and hits a second Jaded, but this time with even more impact, even more viciousness. The champion is out. Completely unconscious. Jade covers her, hooking both legs tight, making absolutely sure there's no rope break this time. The referee counts. 1, 2, 3. The bell rings. The crowd absolutely detonates. Jade Cargill has done it. She's won her second championship, and she's done it in the most brutal, dominating fashion imaginable. The referee hands her the title, and Jade holds it high above her head, soaking in the moment, soaking in the roar of thousands of people who just witnessed something special. The champion is being helped to the back, and there's their mutual respect between two warriors who just went to hell and back, but make no mistake, this is Jade's moment. The announce team is going crazy. Social media is exploding. Jade Cargill just became a double champion, and the way she did it left no doubt in anyone's mind. She is the most dominant force in women's wrestling today. She is the standard. She is the measuring stick. And anyone who wants to challenge her better be ready to go through absolute war, because Jade Cargill doesn't just beat opponents, she breaks them. What we just witnessed is the kind of match that defines careers. The kind of match that gets talked about in locker rooms for years to come. The kind of match that makes young wrestlers watching at home say, that's what I want to do. That's the level I want to reach. Jade Cargill walked into that arena as a champion and walked out as a double champion, but more than that, she walked out as a legend. This moment will be replayed in highlight packages forever. This moment will be studied by future generations trying to understand what it takes to reach the top of this business. Before you go, I need you to do one more thing for me. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Smash that like button. Turn on those notifications so you never miss a moment of the action. Drop a comment below and tell me, is Jade Cargill the most dominant champion in wrestling today? Who do you want to see challenge her next? Share this video with every wrestling fan you know, because SLAMZONE is where we celebrate these incredible moments, where we break down the matches that matter, where we keep the passion for this business alive. We're building something special here, and I want you to be part of it. We're not just fans, we're a family. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you for loving wrestling as much as I do. This is SLAMZONE, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay locked in, stay passionate, and never stop believing in moments like these. Let's go!